Soon everyone, welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Legacy League. I got some people over right now, so I don't know if we're gonna hear too much background noise. I think it's gonna be fine though. Last episode we got through Act 1 and now we're just chilling in Act 2. What's up? What do you want?
Do you have a lighter?
I don't.
How do you light your candles?
I don't have a lighter. I'm sorry.
You light your candles all the time.
So today we kind of have to go through the Alira mission. Get through the bandit stuff, and then do the Weaver's Chambers. Hopefully we can do Act 2 in a single episode as well. Things are going really fast in the sense that every episode I can finish an act, which is very surprising since I don't think I've ever been able to go that fast before. We want to kill Alira. There's no point in having her around. This bitch needs to die. You killed Kriparian by exploding the corpse of the boss.
Never let the power go
Or by corpse exploding the corpse of the boss. It's not cool. You don't deserve to live. Yeah, I mean, we're going really fast. And not to brag, but I'm very happy with how things have gone so far. I don't know whether that's based on the fact that maybe we're playing a better build, one that has a lot more clear speed, or just, we're getting better at playing efficiently. In my opinion, it's probably both. But either way, I'm happy with the way things are going. In a way, I feel like definitely have gotten a lot more experienced over however long we've been, just streaming Path of Exile. Like, how long has it been? A year and a half? It kind of feels weird that we've been at this for a year and a half already. Holy shit, it's been a year and a half. But, like, compared to, the first video series where you were trying to level, and now, it's like a world of difference, man. Definitely, I think I've developed a better understanding of the game, which is actually really important for something like PoE. So, oh no. My roommates are getting high in the living room. Literally so dank.
Oops, clumsy me.
It's not even 4:20. That's tomorrow. Holy shit. Okay, well. Just blaze it for 20, I guess. Alright, let's just... I'm equipping these league stones. I'm not even thinking about it, and I don't feel bad. That's important, You shouldn't get obsessed over the lost opportunity cost of not using, your league stones to the full potential, because if... Oh, you want to go back. I want to know what that sound was. Because if you try to, full clear every zone in order to make use of your league stone, what ends up happening is you don't progress as fast, which is what's more important for us right now. Okay. So let's get into this. Man, things are going great. Hey, did you guys hear about that fucking Cleveland? The Cleveland murderer? That's like so fucked up, man. Like, the guy was mad that, what, he like fought with his girlfriend, or that they broke up or whatever. So he went and shot a random old man in Cleveland. That's so sad. And then, in the end, the guy fucking gets caught, which, it was bound to happen, but the way he got caught, man. It's like, he went to McDonald's? Is that what happened? He went to McDonald's to order, because he got hungry. There was like a statewide chase. Everyone, the police were on a manhunt looking for him. And then this fuck goes to McDonald's and orders 20 McNuggets and like large fries. Yo, honestly, and I don't want to make like a... I don't want to make fun of this situation. That's not what I'm trying to do. But If I were in his position, I order 20 McNuggets and I get large fries, and they're like, "Here's your McNuggets." The fries are gonna take a while, and while they're doing that, they call the cops, right? So he's sitting there waiting for his large fries. Like, that's such a greedy mentality, man. I'd be like, all right, you know what, 20 McNuggets. I'm probably gonna be full with 20 McNuggets. Like, I think I'm good. Like, I don't need those large fries. I would have just left that. I would just been like, you know what, it's okay. Don't worry about the fries, and I would have left. This guy waited like another 5 minutes for his fries to show up. Obviously, he didn't. You know, they didn't show up because I bet you didn't even make it in the first place. But it's like, oh man, the guy got caught because of his greed. That would be, that's probably how I would get caught too. Like, I would get hungry, order myself a poke bowl, and they're like, oh yeah, the fish isn't ready yet. First of all, that's the way to go down, eating some McNuggets. The poor guy shot himself too. Or not poor guy, I guess I don't feel too sorry for him, but I guess that would be the good way to go down, like eating McNuggets. You're just munching, and they're like, any last words? And you're like, well, hold up, I'm almost done my 50 McNugget challenge. Like, I'm on 48. Just give me like 30 seconds, okay? And it's like, okay, maybe not 30 seconds, maybe a minute, okay? Because I've had 48, and you know, the last two, it's kind of hard to go down, you know. Like, those last two, like, they're pretty challenge. I don't know if you guys ever tried to do a 50 nugget challenge. Pretty tough, man. Pretty tough. I think I would die at 30. I don't know if I could do 50. Like, I've had 20 before, and you know, man, I get pretty full after. But that's the thing, though. You know, how do you get? The man got hungry. That's the one thing that you know, that'll be the same throughout the world. It's just, you're gonna get hungry. That part's inevitable. I remember when I was a kid, I would get mad at my parents and I'd be like, oh, I'm running away from home. And then eventually I'm like, fuck. Like, I've run away, I've already done the deed. I'm all excited, I'm all giddy. It's like, oh, I ran away. So I can do whatever I want now. You know, I can eat all the candy I want. I could stay out as late as I want. I don't have to go home. And then like half an hour later, an hour later, I'm like, dude, I'm hungry. It's always the same reason. It's like, I'm fucking hungry, man. And you end up going home. Why didn't I ever have the foresight to bring some snacks with me? Never did that. I always go back. I'm like, I hope my parents aren't there. If my parents aren't there, I'm gonna go into the house, I'm gonna grab some snacks, I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna leave home again. And then I get home, I get home, my parents aren't there, I'm like, fuck, this is the chance, man. And I start eating, and I'm like, dude, this shit is great. And then I just sit down and watching my favorite cartoons, and I forgot that I wanted to run away from home. That's just, the food, man, the food gets me every time. Gets me every time. Alright. Where are we at? What are we doing? I hear my roommates choking. I don't think they're too happy with the weed. Maybe it's not dank enough. Actually, I don't smell anything, so I suspect they're not actually. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Let's play our game. Choking on some McNuggets. That's one way to go down. Feels good, man. All right. What's happening? What's happening? Are you guys dying? Are you guys okay?
What's that?
Are you guys dying?
No, we're fine.
You're fine? Okay. Just checking. Alright, what's the time? What's the time? It's only been 10 minutes, really? amazing. Oh, we got another level. What did I say I wanted to get? More HP, that's right. Chamber of Sins level 2, perfect. Go over here. The waypoint. Another Parandus chest. Not bad. Honestly, I feel like I'm making more money just like doing progression than I was doing maps. Is that weird? I feel like I'm getting more quantity. Maybe it's just some sort of bias. It can't possibly be right. Because there's a lot more quantity when you're doing maps. Hey, Kadir, what's up, bro? Unset ring? Maybe not. If you can choke on your favorite food, like if you know you're gonna die, like you know you go to a fortune teller, they're like, oh, you're gonna die by choking on some food, and you're like, you know what? If I'm gonna choke on some food, I'm gonna pick one that's like pick a good one. Like what would you purposely choose as the food to choke on and die? Would you pick go like the delicious route where like I want to choke and die on some KFC because I fucking love chicken? Which if it is, all the more power to you. Or would you go like the silly route, like I'm gonna die by choking on a watermelon? First of all, how does that happen? How do you stuff a whole watermelon down your face? You know, like what's the logistics of this? All right, I would love to know. You cut it into pieces and you stuff like, you know, the peels down your throat? How does that work? Like how just how does it work? Oh, this is actually decent. Nah, let's sell it. Sushi hands down, choking on sushi? Oh dude, that's actually not that bad. Sushi's pretty damn good. Later guys. Have fun with the James game. Jay's game? I mean, I wouldn't mind choking on pizza. I choke on that any day of the week. Sushi's pretty good though. Sushi's pretty okay. Realistically though, if someone actually told me you're gonna die by choking, I would be like, okay, yeah, I would die to like by choking on noodles. Cause I slurp my noodles, okay? I'm that guy. Like I pick up the noodles and like I'm all like, I do that shit. And then sometimes, you know, the force of the suction is too strong and the noodles are too long, and you end up choking by it. You know, you end up choking a little. Not to the point of death. Obviously, I'm still alive, but you get the point. Like if realistically someone were to tell me you're gonna die through asphyxiation, I would be like, okay, yeah, like noodles are gonna do me in. I know it. Like fuck that cup ramen noodle. Like it's just you killed me, right?
Make it fast.
I think I would go if I knew like they were like the only or you're gonna die one day. I'm not gonna tell you how, but it's gonna be through choking, and you're like, okay, well. Like you can't tell me how to die. I'm gonna like choke on something funny. I think I would try to choke on something funny, like a Lego or something like that. I want a comical death. What should I take here? Minion. It really doesn't matter. Cast no channeling. And then let's go this way. Thank God I don't have to do all the trials again. Never enjoyed them in the first place. Let's just get over here. Damn, I kind of want sushi now. YYZ, what have you done? Wait, YYZ Hawk? Are you from Toronto? Or is that something else? Because that is the Toronto airport, right? So right now we want to kill. What's her name? Katarina? No. Creighton. Gotta kill all the. Just kill all the bandits, man. This needs to get done. Oh, I'm taking a lot of damage. I was accidentally just randomly reading chat. Every time. It's funny because it's a completely random name and chosen. I've been asked that question so many times. Well, it's a natural conclusion, I think. It's not a... Okay, well, okay. If it's a random name, then so be it. That is kind of funny, though, I guess. But yeah, like here in Toronto, if you say, you know, oh, I'm from the YY, it's kind of weird. I actually think it's kind of weird. Just like how it's weird when people are like, I'm from the 6. Like, that means I'm from Toronto. I'm from the 6. Because Drake did a thing. But for a while, it was like, I'm from the YYZ. And people are like, oh, yeah, that's Toronto. Like, I get it. That's the airport code. But I feel like, why can't you just be like, I'm from Toronto, or I'm from Canada, or I'm from, you know, wherever. I'm from the 6. I'm from the... I'm Mr. 905. What does, what's his name? Kendrick Lamar? Is he the one? Mr. 105, Mr. 216, Mr. Some. I don't know his area code, dude. Oh, here it is. Oh, get her done, get her done. Alright, Creighton. Do I want to kill you? Yep. Definitely do not need attack speed, so.
It's kind of disappointing, really. I usually like rats.
Whoa! Who's winning? Someone paid to win. What? Whoa! Oh, someone's winning. Whoa.
What would you like?
Pay to win.
Hello.
Those fireworks are always so cool. I wish I went and bought some, you know? I never did it. I don't know why. Use Malagaro Spike and a Baleful Gem to poison tree. Yeah, that's okay. The zombies are actually pretty strong themselves. Like, even without the Raging Spirits, they do a decent amount of damage. I think they're definitely better than how they were last league. You know, the changes which made their slams happen more often. The fact that you can get that jewel which reduces the cooldown of their slam. I think it's nice. It's a nice change where it's actually kind of viable to use zombies. It's still slow, but I mean not ridiculously so, right? Like, it's not a tier 1 or like, you know, or I guess tier 2 summon Raging Spirits build. But still pretty good. Still pretty fun, I would say. Like, if you're going in for the fun factor, I think zombies are actually pretty fun. Do you have a favorite class? Good question. I would say just for class, I think I like the Marauder the best. Hard to say. And for Ascendancy, maybe Chieftain? Because I really enjoyed playing Righteous Fire. Actually, no, I wasn't playing Chieftain at Righteous Fire. I was playing Champion. Or Juggernaut Righteous Fire. I really like the classes on the right side of the tree. I think if I were to say if what my favorite classes are, I'd say it's one of Templar or Marauder because they're so close to life. And for the longest time, I was just playing life builds. I think that would be my answer. It's probably true. I was playing a lot of Templar, played quite a bit of Marauder, and I like played a little bit of a Witch. I still haven't yet played a Ranger. Not like, you know, on YouTube as a Let's Play at least. Zombies look more like a meat shield. SRS is doing the work, isn't it? In this case, yes. So this build, we're definitely going, you know, a lot harder on the Raging Spirits. But last, with our previous character, we were doing the brunt of the work through zombies. And they were doing most of the damage through Montragle's Grasp. And what it did was any monster they killed, the monster would explode for 30% of their HP in fire damage. And if you scale that enough, you can probably scale it up to like, you know, like a good 50, 60, 70%. Which basically means if they kill one thing, everything else explodes. So the zombies were pretty strong. They were pretty good. This time around, we're focusing more on the Summon Raging Spirits aspect because I'm just looking to clear fast. At the end of the day, the Raging Spirits is still going to be stronger than the zombies, even if they're not buffed or anything. But the zombies are okay. They were okay. For a while, though, or at this point in time, they're definitely just meat shields to me. Definitely not doing damage anymore. But when I had 1,000 strength, where the zombies not only dealt, you know, a lot of damage, but also leached life for me, you know, they were great. But rest in peace, Emnix Walking Dead. We have moved on to bigger things and better things, which is, you know, EmnixReanimated. And hopefully we'll get a successful build out of this. I really hope we don't die again. Honestly, if we die again, I don't know if I'll make a new character. Because that set me back so much last league. Having to re-level everything. I think if we die again, we just stick with this for the rest of the league. Because I want to complete the challenges. Are you going damage over time? I've tried an essence but didn't get far too poor for it. No, yes, in a way. So I'm going poison animate weapon. And the idea is that we're gonna have so many anime weapons and they're gonna attack so fast that they're gonna stack a stupid amount of poison on it. And Jorhas Black Steel says if you kill an enemy, there's a 25% chance for you to summon animate weapon. So if a poison kills a monster, it doesn't count as the anime weapon killing, it counts as us killing. So hopefully the idea is everything's gonna die to poison, which will allow them to die and drop items, which would allow us to auto summon more animate weapons, and then we just continue that cycle. I don't know if that was very clear, but that's the gist of the build that we're trying to do. We're still some ways off, which is why we're stuck with Summon Raging Spirits for now, because, you know, Jorhas Black Steel is not available until like level 68 or something, or 65. So we basically have to wait until Merciless Dried Lakes before we can really try out, you know, the build that I do want to play. I think you could potentially play anime weapon just by leveling, but it's gonna be slow. And right now the focus is on, you know, let's get into mapping just so that we can, one, get our build like properly activated as early as we can, and two, because I want to get back into working on maps and challenges and all that. I hope you get there. I'm curious to see the build working. Honestly, I am extremely excited for that as well. And I think, you know, going early on with our first character playing hardcore, it was pretty fun. You know, there was that suspense where, oh, if I'm going to die, I'm going to have to delete the character. It's not going to be good. And, you know, when your character does die, it's like, in a way it's sad, but at the same time, it's a bit of an exciting moment because, you know, you're moving on to bigger things, you're moving on to better things. But with the second character, you know, it has already been a month since the league has started. Starting over with another character, like playing in Legacy League, gives me the flexibility to say, you know what, we played partly hardcore. Now I think I'm just gonna stick with this one, and if it dies, you know, it dies. Still, I'm gonna try to make sure that I don't die because it just doesn't feel good, you know. But this way, even if we do die, the build is gonna get there eventually, as long as it's a solid build. That's the one thing that I'm a little concerned about. I'm not too sure how strong it is. But we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. And there's not much left in this league either, right? We still have a little bit. I would say a month and a week left. That's like what, 5 weeks? It's not very long if you think about it in the grand scheme of things. So let's just try and, you know, get things done as fast as we can. Today we can probably finish Cruel if we try real hard. So that's gonna be the plan. I get it. I've got so many deaths in Legacy. I decided to wait for 3.0 for now. Yeah, I'm excited about 3.0. I really want to play the beta. Don't know when that's coming out. They said mid-May. I'm wondering if it'll come out at the same time as Legacy League. Like if the beta comes out while the league is still running, I don't know if I want to play the beta, but at the same time, there's so much stuff I want to see, you know? I'm gonna have to see. We're just gonna have to see. I don't know. Where was I going? Life. 5% life. I like this little cluster over here. You know? Here, 5%, 10%, and 5 all resistance. It's actually a pretty decent life cluster. Now I'm still leveling animate weapon in the background, just so that I can stay prepared, right? Like, you don't want to have an under-leveled skill as your main skill when you're level 60 something. So let's just keep leveling it, and hopefully when it's time, all the gear will be sorted and ready, and we won't have to, you know, just think about it too much. All right. Currency is still going to be a real problem. But hopefully, if we don't go straight CI, if we play hybrid for a while, definitely going to be cheaper. And maybe that's what we do for a bit. I don't know. I'm actually... You have no idea. I'm actually really excited for this build. I don't know if I... Like, I think the most I've been excited for a build is probably when I played last league's, like, Vacuum Gladiator. Which was, like, super fun. But I think this is, like, the next build that I've been super excited about. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it could be good. And I hope you guys are excited too. You know? I don't want to hype it up too much. But I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun build. Alright. So we are at 29 minutes recording. I think we can... What? The door can't be opened? What does that even mean? Deal with the bandit... Oh. Too late already hyped? Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag. Oh, we got one more passive point. It's actually a decent tomahawk there. Has a decent amount of damage, 1.5 attack speed.
Going.
Well, let's keep it as a backup if I ever want to play an attack build. I doubt I will want to, but you never know. Rampage, Torment, Essence. Let's put away some of this currency. And then a card as well. I mean, it won't be long before the build is online. I would say we're maybe, let's see, we're in Cruel right now, Act 2. We're going to be in Act 3 Cruel by the end of the today. We're going to be in Act 4 Cruel. I would say we're probably 1 or 2 streams away from being 1 or 2 streams away. We can probably get the build online in 1 or 2 streams. So maybe by the weekend or next Monday. It's probably around there. I hope it goes well. Obviously, at first, it's gonna be a little weird. You know, you have to get used to the build. You have to, you know, get all the necessary items, and that building up of all the items actually takes a while, especially if you don't really know what you're doing. Just finding the appropriate items, it could take a bit of time. But once the build is set up, I am very excited to see how it does. So. No, Slightly Lost, I'm glad you're excited, you know? It's good to see that, you know, it's good to see that, you know, there are builds that, you know, can hype you guys up. And that's what this channel is supposed to be for, right? Like, get you guys hyped about the game. And I originally started recording just because, you know, I love Path of Exile. And I'm like, dude, like, if I like playing Path of Exile so much, I kind of hope that I can introduce some builds, some, you know, or some hype into the game. And I think, you know, if you're happy, that makes me happy. So, dude, I'm getting like a little hungry, just a little, very slightly. Like, you're slightly lost, I'm slightly hungry, slightly peckish. Maybe let's say that. Let's call it that. I had some nachos before the stream, just as a snack. But I didn't have like a full-on dinner. I'm feeling it. I always make this mistake, man. Before stream, I should be eating. I tried to eat a bit today. It's not as bad, I guess. Oh, lucky. The stairs are right here. Alright. Almost at Vol. Vol? Vale. That's what I meant to say. How are resistances? Our resistances 75, 75, 73. Good enough, man. I just had a sub and some chocolate. Damn. Wait, a sub and a chocolate? I hope not at the same time. I understand if you had the sub, you know, took like a couple sips of water, sat down, and then had a bar of chocolate or had some chocolate. But if it's like you took a bite of your sub and then you took a bite of your chocolate, that's messed up, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, pyramids right here. I mean, I guess it depends on the sub. But is there really a sandwich that can go well with chocolate? I guess you can have like Nutella spread or something. I don't know. Chocolate sub? I don't think so. Good. Even sounds weird. Good, that means you're normal. You're part of the normal bunch. Oh man, poor Vale. Get Shrek'd. This guy just erased off the map. Goodbye. Alright. Let's go, let's go. This door always takes forever to open, man.
A pity.
Finally.
I think we could.
Dude, I always keep like a bar of chocolate next to my desk. Unfortunately, I don't have it today. It's just so good, man. I actually like chocolate a lot more than like candies. Like hard candies or I don't know, like fuzzy peaches and gummy bears and shit. I think I would like 10 out of 10 I would prefer, or 10 times out of 10 I would prefer chocolate over that. I don't know, is that like the common opinion? Like, are you a chocolate person or are you a candy person? Thoughts, guys? Thoughts? Clarissa, talk to me. I prefer dark chocolate. Candies are too sweet. Oh man, that's actually pretty good. I'm okay with dark chocolate. I might be more of a milk chocolate kind of person, but at the same time, sometimes I do find milk chocolate to be too sweet as well. But the thing is, I'm a chocolate binger. Like, I have a few pieces. With dark chocolate, I just have like 1 or 2 pieces. And I'm like, ah, that's good. Or something sweeter with coffee. Oh, that sounds really good. That's my jam right there. I'm a candy person. I love chocolate, but after 1 or 2 bites, my palate can't stand it. Yeah, see, I know there are plenty of people who actually prefer candy over chocolate. I don't think it's that weird. Just a little curious. Okay, so we are now in Act 3. Once again, we managed to get through Act 2 in 1 episode. Hopefully, you know, we can get through Act 3 in 1 episode as well. Maybe, maybe not. But that's actually it at the end of the episode for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates in the future. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Soon.